I don't know if you've noticed, but majority of the time, when a black person is doing well, thriving, I'm going to talk about UK, by the way, they're Nigerian. I want to understand, I want to know what is instilled in you guys that there's a level of ambition, there's a level of audacity that you guys carry that the other African countries are yet to grab. Both male and females, by the way. What is it? We need to know what the parents are instilling you, because I'm all for it.
5 richest black people on earth are in Nigeria. Bro, I'm talking tens of billions of dollars. The highest earning doctors in America are Indian, Chinese, or Nigerian, right? The highest performing Africans, any immigrant African in the world is Nigerian. Anywhere you go, pilots, doctors, nurses, caretakers, and they're dominating music industry everywhere you go. I will go to Nigeria because of one thing and one thing only: the hunger and the opportunity there. People are hungry to fly, to win. Bro, Nigerians never stop crushing it.
I'm a Nigerian, the world's warmth, the name that rings a bell of strength and hospitable and resilience in the minds of people. I'm blessed to be a Nigerian.
This could be debatable, but the Nigerians are the most smartest people on the planet.
Right. Yeah, I believe it.
I promise you. There's nobody more smarter than the Nigerians. Now, of course, there's a few bad apples that came out. You know what I'm saying?
Smart too, though.
No, they extremely smart.
Yeah, they smart.
They just put their intelligence all in the wrong place.
Right.
If they would have geared that towards something more, positive and productive.
Right.
Because the ones that did, there's more billionaires being made in Nigeria than anywhere in the world.
Some group of persons said, oh, Western nations feed their people and they take care of certain things. Yes. However, remember their onibese. They borrow money from the international communities to feed their people. Their economy is seen only in papers, not in practical. They rely heavily on immigrants and foreigners generally in their nations. For example, America. America's debt is in trillions and one of the highest debtors in the world. Anyway, that is not our concern for today. Let us talk, brothers and sisters.
Do Africans really look down on black American people?
No, I think Africans, I would say specifically for Nigerians. Nigerians are proudful people. We look down on other Nigerians. So it's not even, and it's not even that we're looking down. We're just always looking up. Mm-hmm. And so if you're not in our purview, we don't see you.
That's a word.
So it's perspective shift. And so for us, like I tell people all the time, like, because it used to be like when I would meet other African Americans, like they would know nothing about me. Like, oh, so you African? So what, you think you better than us? And I'd be like, listen, man, we think we better than everybody. Because my father would be like, if the black man does it, do it better. If the white man does it, surpass him. If the Asian man does it, finish him. It's just like, okay. Like, that's like the household I grew up in. It's like nobody's your competition except for the person that you're trying to advance over. So it's just like, who is in your purview? Get them out. Like, why are they even there? Like, why did you even give them an opportunity to be better than you?
That's the mentality you should have, though.
And so I think to have the perspective of, do you think you better, or do you think, it's just like, no, I'm just trying to be my best.
If you are not a Nigerian by God's creation, I'm sorry, it is neither my fault nor your fault. However, you can still become a Nigerian if you try. Just try harder. Let's forget about the unnecessary attack against Nigerians by those who always make up excuses. Okay, their inferiority complex is at play here, and it is their problem, not mine. When I say Nigerian, I'm not talking about just being part of the present day Nigerian. I'm talking about Nigerians scattered all over the world. There are Ghanaians whose ancestors are Nigerians. There are Black Americans, African Caribbeans whose ancestors are Nigerians. There are those in Oceania whose ancestors are Nigerians. There are those in the Caribbean generally whose ancestors are Nigerians. And you know deep down within you, that the ancestors of zeal, the ancestors of enthusiasm, the warriors, the pace setters are beating the drums of strength and smartness and resilience in your mind. I'm talking about the drum to win.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze, in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap
always going to be a challenge. What distinguishes you from the other person is how resilient you are, how committed you are, how much time and effort are you going to give into trying to make yourself better every day.
Do you know that the inventor of 67 US patents is a Nigerian? Do you also know that the inventor of the cancer vision goggle is a Nigerian? Of course, now you know. This doctor published over 300 internationally recognized and adorned as well as cited scientific papers. He has received over 30 local, national and international honors and awards of research excellence. Meet Dr. Samuel Achilefu, a Nigerian-born medical practitioner in the United States. He is currently giving back to Nigeria. He is the professor and chair of the Department of Biomedical Engineering at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center. He served as the director of the Washington University Molecular Imaging Center. He was the vice chair for innovation and entrepreneurship at the Mallinckrodt Institute of Radiology, Washington University School of Medicine. He held joint appointments as a professor of medicine, biochemistry, and molecular biophysics and biomedical engineering. He was the co-director of the Center for Multiple Myeloma Nanotherapy. He is a member of the National Academy of Medicine and a fellow of the National Academy of Inventors. He is a member of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. He is a member of the Optical Society of America. He is a member of the National Advisory Board of National Cancer Institute's Intramural Molecular Imaging Program. Have you heard of the Current Analytical Chemistry? He is the editor-in-chief and many more. Dr. Samuel Achilefu is an expert in the molecular imaging of human diseases.
The name Nigeria sounds like a lullaby from the lips of a mature and sensible person, irrespective of their nation, especially when recounting how good it feels to work with a Nigerian. In one of my videos, I talked about God being a Nigerian. Someone would say, how daring a topic. But yes, if it isn't daring, what would it be? This is a bold and proud statement. And of course, we are talking about Nigerians. First, there are certain characteristics or traits that we tend to see in them. For example, they are bold, they are brave, daring, decisive, stubborn, wise, authoritative, passionate, sharp, stunning, regal. When it comes to fashion in that era, they tend to have it. And they are composed, yet they exude a very powerful aura that establishes their presence wherever they are. Most important of all, they are caring, loving, compassionate, proud, and domineering. So now let me ask you, what are the qualities Nigerians possess in these traits? If you look very well, if you check very well, you will realize that these are mostly the characteristics of a typical Nigerian. Yes, brothers and sisters, I come in peace. And I will still keep telling us that if you want to move forward in life, make sure that you have a Nigerian amongst your squad of friends, no matter how stupid they might appear. You get why.
Moment for youth and Africans in the diaspora. British Nigerian Princess Opimi Bright has made history as Barking and Dagenham's youngest ever mayor. At just 29, she steps into her role as first citizen of Barking and Dagenham, bringing passion, purpose, and pride in her Nigerian heritage. Elected a councillor at just 22, she spent 7 years championing youth empowerment, social inclusion, and economic opportunity. Daughter of a former mayor and a community pastor, her journey reflects deep roots in public service.
Where do I even start from? Have you heard about Ocean Gate Oil and Gas Engineering Company that partnered with Global Petroleum Group, the GPG, to establish the largest oil project in the Caribbean history in Grenada? My darlings, they are Nigerians. If you're in the Caribbean, have you heard of Bank of Navy's International Trust Services? They provide citizenship by investments and other corporate activities. They are Nigerians. Bank of New Innovation Limited is owned by a Nigerian. Can someone say I hear you? There is a cardiac care center in Kingston, Jamaica. This cardiac center is one of the leading cardiac centers in the entire West Indies. You can go and check. Google is your friend. The Heart Institute of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters, it is owned by a Nigerian doctor. Do you know that across Europe there are over 50,000 companies with Nigerian affiliations? I'm talking about there are thousands, brothers and sisters, there are thousands of Nigerian owned companies that are legally registered in the UK. I'm not talking about people that just started a business on their own, that kind of a thing, because Nigerians are good in doing business. I'm talking about legally registered businesses in UK by Nigerians. Have you heard about FO Properties? FO Properties Limited in America, Europe, and in Africa. If you are a guru in real estate properties, I'm talking about owners of real estate companies. FO Properties do ring a bell. My dear brothers and sisters, FO Properties is owned by Femi Otedola, a Nigerian billionaire. I'm sure you must have heard the name Iroko TV. This Nigerian television is making sure that Nigeria is on the screen of the world. Iroko TV presents TV series of African movies shoved on the faces of Asians, shoved on the faces of Europeans, shoved on the faces of Americans, and on the faces of so many people in this world. Oh yes, you aren't surprised, are you? That's Nigeria. Anyway, write it down. If you've had a flutter wave, my brothers and sisters, you've had Nigeria. Can you carry your phone? Google is your friend. Flutter wave is Nigerian.
What Nigerians have been able to do, and I'm sure many of you have been able to attest, is have grown the creative industry organically. And they've been able to do that without government coming into place. So we feel as government, if we put the proper framework in place, including infrastructure, which is where the Abuja Creative City comes in. We signed an MOU recently whereby we want to make Nigeria the culture and creative capital of the world.
We know that economic development doesn't happen on its own, and as you so beautifully and thoroughly explained, it's about building that infrastructure. It's about building the right framework. It's the investment of resources. Shane calls it tracks before trains, right? Before you need the railroad tracks. So MEDI will help territories like Africa figure out how to both capture the value of its own music internally and how to build an infrastructure to create jobs, opportunities, and a better economy.
Access Bank and UBA are busy conquering countries and buying their major banks. Hey. Yes. Go to South Africa, go to Kenya, go to Ghana, and in so many African nations. Even in European cities like London, there are Nigerian banks.
Someone said, it's because God is Nigerian. When God made man in his image, he made a Nigerian. So that was my answer. I realized that a lot of Nigerians are like, God is here, Nigeria is here. Like, that's it. That's the thinking. But honestly,
I have a random question for Nigerians. So if you're not Nigerian, feel free to scroll. But I need to know what you guys are eating and drinking, because, hear me out, yeah? So many successful people that I know are Nigerian. And I'm talking about, like, whenever I see like a director of such and such company, I look at the surname and I'm like, well, like, that doesn't surprise me. And I'm like, what is it about Nigerians that make them so driven and so successful, no matter where they are, whether they're in the UK, America? Like, it's so amazing to see. And I just need some advice from a Jamaican to a Nigerian. I need some advice. Help me out. Like, what are you doing? I don't want to hear no fraud and this and that yet.
In 2014, a Nigerian, Professor Ilesanmi, became the first black vice chancellor for academic affairs at the University of Illinois. USA. In 2022, Adejoke Ayola, a Nigerian-born and trained professor of nursing, was appointed Dean of Kelvin University School of Health, US. Currently, a Nigerian scientist, Professor Charles Adetunji Oluwaseun, has been named the world's top 2 scientists in 2024 ranking system. Where will I start from, brothers and sisters? Dr. Olayinka Olutoye, a renowned fetal and pediatric surgeon in Texas, successfully operated on a baby in utero. In 2016, that was 8 years ago, not even currently that we have more digitalized methodologies. Okay, let me explain. In 2016, it was discovered that a woman who was in her 23rd week of pregnancy went for an ultrasound, and it was discovered that her baby had a sacrococcygeal teratoma, which is a tumor that is located on the fetal bone. So Dr. Yinka and his team of surgeons removed the tumor by first removing the baby from the uterus for some minutes in order to remove the tumor. Then after removing the tumor, the baby was placed back in the womb and the mother carried the baby till term. Dr. Yinka is a Nigerian born, bred and educated at Obafemi Awolowo University Ile-Ife in Nigeria. He later became the surgeon-in-chief at Nationwide Children's Hospital, US.
There is no industry in this God-green earth that there is no Nigerian that is flying on the highest level. Choose one. Show me one field where there's no Nigerian that is doing amazing. When you look at the medical industry, Nigerians. When you look at academia, Nigerians. When you look at authors and people who are writing amazing literature, Nigerians. When you look at fashion, Nigerians. When you look at content creation here on these internet streets that are from Africa, that have millions and millions of views, Nigerians. When you look at musicians, I was in Spain, Burna Boy is playing. I was in Greece, Burna Boy is playing. Let me tell you guys, I don't know if it's something in the water or in the food or in the evil forest, but Nigerians need to share the secret with the rest of Africa because we need to move as a team.
Dear brothers and sisters, carry your pen, write this down. Have you seen this thing on your screen? /dev/color. You are staring at a Nigerian organization for the support of the entire black software engineers. I said for the support of the entire black software engineers. Have you heard about the energy generating soccer ball called sockets? It is invented by the Uncharted Power, and Uncharted Power is founded by a Nigerian. During COVID-19 pandemic, a company emerged. This company specializes in making sure that West African flavors and some products from West Africa are being distributed to the world. Okay, especially those foods that are gluten-free. They are packaged as Iya foods. You might have seen Iya foods on your shelves or in ShopRite or in so many grocery stores, even in London. Iya foods is owned by a Nigerian, Toyin Kolawole. Have you seen fireflies? Please, if you operate your computer, you must have seen fireflies. Please go to your Google. There is an AI-powered meeting transcription and note-taking startup that has raised millions of dollars. It is called Fireflies. It is co-founded by Sam Udoton. How many of you have heard of Suva? ZUVAA. Check your Google. Zuva, founded by Kelechi Anya-Diegu, which is an online market for African-inspired fashion, even recognized by Forbes 30 under 30 for retail and e-commerce.
We're about to witness something so interesting with the rise of Nigeria and its soft power. By the term soft power, I mean a country being able to attract people rather than coerce them into liking them. And the soft power of Africa is rising. We're seeing it every year happening in December. People are there for the nightclubs. Afrobeats is literally taking over. But what I'm starting to see now that I'm so excited is the rise of people taking an interest in Nigerian designers and Nigerian fashion. The reason I say that is because one, Nigerian fashion is a clear disruptor in the industry. Thank God people are recognizing that PLT is not the answer to everything. If you're Nigerian, if you go to Nigerian functions, you know the importance of fashion. We are all kind of used to wearing couture items that we choose and we design. And we see a lot of Nigerian designers creating concepts that just stands out. The new wave of Nigerian fashion designers, they're killing it. What sparked this is that I saw a white creator, I think she's from America or somewhere in Europe, and she was gifted some fashion pieces from a Nigerian fashion brand. And I was like, finally. But it was interesting because it was marketed as slow fashion, which it essentially is. But I was just like, wow, we're about to witness something really interesting happen. And I think if we catch onto it in the right way, we will just take over. And I'm so excited to witness it.
How would you describe Nigerians as people?
Wow, Nigerians we're hustlers. I feel like we are, I don't even know if there's a word. We're special. We make our mark anywhere. Even if you are a taxi driver, even if you're a school teacher, a doctor, whatever it is, we will be the best at that.
True.
Whatever it is we're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like we just have that grit in us, like to just make it in whatever field we are. So I think we have that quality.
I just love it where something insane has been invented and it will be in like some Czechoslovakia or something. And it's a Nigerian. We are everywhere.
Everywhere.
All over the world.
There's a Nigerian restaurant everywhere.
Oh, period.
My dear brothers and sisters, if you're a content creator or a business development executive or analyst, you must have come across Calendly, or you must have heard about Calendly. Please carry your phone, book that appointment or schedule an appointment. Okay, schedule that meeting via Calendly. It is used by more than 20 million people. Please, Calendly is owned by a Nigerian called Tokpe Awotona. It is worth more than the GDP of certain nations. The current Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations is a Nigerian, Amina Mohammed. The first African and female Director General of the World Trade Organization is a Nigerian, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. That name rings a bell. Or have you not heard of Nigeria in the world of writing? We are talking about Wole Soyinka, Onyebuchi Emecheta, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Chinwe Chukwuogo, and so many writers. Are we talking about our athletes? The record breakers like Toby or Enefiok? I'm talking about the winner of the 2 Olympic medals, including gold medal at 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney. We're talking about the basketball legend, well known as one of the greatest centers in the history of NBA, who won 2 consecutive championships. I'm talking about Hakeem. He is a Nigerian. Of course, Anthony Joshua rings a bell. Should I mention Nigerian musicians? We will not stop here anytime soon. Our movies, our music, our technology, our culture has a solid global presence. We are known for our rich and diverse culture. We are known for our hospitable nature. We are known for a very strong sense of communal life. We are known for our resilience and can-do spirit. Once you imbibe that Nigerianness in you, kindly put more effort and the doors will open. That is why when some Nigerians abandon the gift in them and continue chasing negative shadows, they dampen their identity. Always speak positive into your life. Always profess it. I'm a Nigerian. The world's warmth, the name that rings a bell of strength and hospitable and resilience in the minds of people. I'm blessed to be a Nigerian. Stop dwelling on negativity. Stop looking for government to blame. Stop looking for tribes to blame. Stop looking for religions to blame. Look inward. If Nigeria is not doing well, it is you. You are part of the problem. Our politicians in power, now some of them put them there. They did not enter there on their own. Look at our streets. Recently constructed roads. Many of you are packing heaps of dirt on the roads. That's you, not government. No nation can function without the citizen. You can make a change. Every nation has its challenges. Being a Nigerian is a rare gift that many people do not have. Use yours effectively.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Just down the boulevard with the top down low. Music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace. Lost in the moment, in this rhythmic chase. Catching glances from strangers as I pass them by. In the city of dreams where stars light up the sky. Every step, every verse takes me close to the high. In the soft rap world where I spread my wings and fly.